Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos a otro episodio de Empodérate de Chicanos Por La Causa. How are you, Valeria?
Good. How are you? You know, we're wrapping up this final episode that we've been shooting kind of back-to-back kind of episodes.
Yes. And he almost didn't make it.
I know, but I feel like he kind of got a little bit bullied or
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, peer pressured into coming in, you know.
But we're going to have so much fun. I can't wait to hear what he has to share about his plans, especially for 2028.
I know, I'm very excited. We'll have no further ado. We have a very special guest, actually a CPLC employee, Luis Raygoza. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
It's awesome. We're so glad to hear. I mean, we're going to find out later what you do with CPLC, heading one of our awesome programs. I love it. Social services program in Phoenix and Tucson.
Yes.
But before that, let's get started with where did you grow up? Where are you from?
Soy de San Martín de Bolaños, Jalisco.
Bolaños.
Unas 2-3 horas de ahí de Guadalajara al norte. Nací ahí, como dice mi papá, en Chicken House, en la Chicken House.
En el gallinero.
En el gallinero.
Tu papá.
Pero entre Los Ángeles y Arizona, aquí en Maryville, para ser exacto.
Eso.
Es donde crecí.
What was that like, your transition de cuando vivías en Jalisco y cuando llegaron aquí?
Honestamente no me acuerdo. Tenía 2 años cuando me trajeron.
Baby.
Estaba plebe todavía. No me acuerdo. La razón que nos venimos de Guadalajara, mi mamá falleció a los cuantos días que iba a cumplir yo 1 año. Y mi hermana vivía en Zacatecas, me llevó para allá mientras mi papá buscaba cómo traerme para acá. Y eso es lo que me trajo a Los Ángeles y luego después aquí a Maryville. Pero que me acuerdo una infancia feliz con mis papás. Y como era el niño de 10, era el más, ¿cómo se dice? Spoiled.
Oh, ¿eras el bebé de 10?
Yes.
How was that like? Cuando vives cuando 9 hermanos.
Sabes que es diferente porque todos los hermanos son más de 10 a 15 años de edad. So, mi hermana tenía que me gana como 12, 13 años, me gana mi hermana, y mi hermano me gana como con de 15 años. Y todos los demás entre más y más grandes. La más mayor tiene ahorita 67 y pues ahí ya ves la diferencia de edad de todos, pero era algo feliz porque todos mis hermanos tenían sus niños, o yo tenía alguien con quien jugar con mi edad.
Sí.
So, eran mis sobrinos, pero los decíamos primos porque les daban vergüenza porque dice, es mi tío. I'm like, all right.
Yo era la sobrina que le daba vergüenza que mi tío era 1 año mayor que yo y tenía una tía 1 año menor que yo. So I've been there. Mi mamá también era una de 13.
Yeah. So, es lo que pasa de la familia grande, ¿verdad? No, sí, así era. No.
Y ¿viviste cuánto tiempo en Los Ángeles? How long before you came to Arizona?
Como que eran como los 6 años. I was probably 6 years old when I moved I moved to 35th Avenue in Van Buren, right close to where the community center is.
Yeah.
So when I started working there, I was like, wait, I recognize this neighborhood. I'm like, aquí es donde crecí un rato. And then we moved over to Maryville. So we lived in that area for like a year. And then nos movimos ahí en la 67 y la Thomas.
In a Thomas. Yeah. Where our other center is at.
Yeah, the other center.
Oh, my
so,
goodness, yeah.
Like, I was surrounded by CPLC all my life.
All your life. Yeah, I remember 35th and Van Buren, donde estaba el swap meet. Mm-hmm. That's where you spend your weekends with your parents que te llevaban a dar la vuelta. How was that? How were your weekends with your parents and 9 siblings?
And I mean, to be honest, like you said right there and then, it's just like el Swami estaba ahí en la 35 y no sé si te acuerdas, estaba el baile ahí adentro. Era un little dance area.
Of course, las bandas
iban
los fines de la noche.
A tocar en los domingos en la mañana, and then they had like dance contests. So I was able to join one of them when I was like about 8 years old.
Eras un quebrador.
De corazones también. You know, it was fun. I think that was like memorable to me because mi papá dice, ándale, de volada, ponte a bailar. Y, nosotros de Jalisco, botines, el chaleco, el sombrero, todo banda macho, ¿se acuerdan?
Yes,
just like that.
La chona.
Yeah, so, me acuerdo que íbamos a bailar y mi hermana dice, qué ridículo, pero who got first places? I did. But yeah, it was fun. Como dije, todos eran mayores de edad, and mis hermanos, I only had two of my brothers and my sister living with us. Everybody else was like, ya tenía su familia. So, yeah, los íbamos a la carne asada, una de la hermana, otra de mi hermano, and it was just always entre familia, y pues el papá era the glue of the family,
Yeah, of course. That's awesome.
And what has been, your favorite part about having so many siblings?
I think it's just learning from everyone. Everybody gives me something different. My older brother is just always like, depend on yourself only, because you're the only one that can control what you are able to do in life. And then my other brother is just like, be financially stable, learn how to save money, learn how to take care of yourself, make sure your bills are be the first ones to get paid for before you go and have some fun and stuff. And then all my sisters are like, make sure no girl breaks your heart.
Sí, porque si no se la ven conmigo.
Yeah, exactamente. Así eran mis hermanas, eran bien cuidadosas conmigo. Todavía son hasta este día, pero siempre me dicen, cuídate porque, they say I'm pretty handsome. And I'm just like, I mean.
Or are you to say no?
Yeah. So.
I remember meeting you a few years ago. Primero te íbamos a entrevistar como cliente y después resultó que estabas encargado del centro comunitario de their Carhaden neighborhood, and tenías a un grupo de señoras que te defendían también como tus hermanas allí listas para ayudar al centro. Tell us about that transition. How did you get to step foot inside that community center?
It all started because I lost my job with one of the cities that I used to work for. I didn't have my GED or my high school diploma. And I was trying to move up within the city, and they said no. So they let me go because of that. And I was finally looking for somewhere I could go and study to get my GED. And I came across CPLC's community center. And that's where I found, this opportunity to get my GED. And it was pretty fast. La maestra que estaba ahí antes, entre 2 meses me agarró todo.
Wow.
Estos 2 meses, ella me ayudó a agarrar el GED. I went back to the city and said, hey, I got it. And they're like, nah, your position's already full. And so I was like, all right. So I was still out of a job. And luckily, she understood what I was doing because I had experience working with kids for 10 plus years. I used to run after school programs for the city during summer programs. And she's like, come on over. And that's where I started. And so little by little, it started from just being, rec assistant, and then to coordinator, and then to managing the center. And from there, it just became a family. And that's one of the things that I love about CPLC is that you just bring everybody together and everybody clicks and helps each other out. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. I know you touched a little bit about how is that CPLC is like a family. What is that kind of work environment like? Because I love going to Casa Primavera for all the events. I feel like I'm at my grandma's house, my grandpa's house. They're always chit-chatting and stuff. But what is it like to, to kind of have what I would think a very fun work environment, and where everybody just kind of feels like se llevan mucho?
Empieza con entendiéndose uno al otro. Porque si no se entienden qué es los assignments de cada quien, and just giving them the support too to build off those assignments. So letting them tell me how they feel about those assignments and how I could support, and then build off. So for me, it's just giving them the time to build. And oh man, this was a good one. I don't know how to explain it. Lo voy a explicar en español. So es conociéndose uno al otro, y ya después ellos se van a saber cuándo se pueden mover entre la organización, así entre la ayuda que le estamos ayudando a ellos para confiarles la oportunidad de hacer algo más en la organización. And so they know that they could come and talk to me cuando gusten, sin que tengan que tener miedo. No sé, hay unas personas que tienen miedo de explicarse qué es lo que está pasando, y conmigo no tienen eso, porque saben que yo tengo la puerta abierta para que puedan hacer lo que quieran, con que esté en los realms del trabajo.
Exacto.
Y eso... Y ustedes saben bien, cuando van al centro, like Chaito, Eric, todos all my staff, like, están todos listos para trabajar y hacer el trabajo bien. Y no nomás para nosotros, los de CFPLC, for the majority of our clients that are older adults.
I think that they're everyone's grandparents.
Yes.
So every time you step in, like you were saying, like you see your grandparents in them, and so you treat them like you would your grandparents.
I wish we had this when I was a kid for my dad. There was not, these opportunities were never there, or they were never put out there for us. What if my dad would have went to these centers and they've educated him on, heart health? Maybe he would have been here a little longer than what he was.
Yeah.
So.
Y ser el bailador de Zumba predilecto de las señoras.
Quebracorazones.
Por todas partes.
Yeah. I will say, though, I was there when they were playing bingo, and it is scary there. I will say. I am so sorry. I turned around, and I don't know who was yelling at you. I was like, oh, this is the rumors are true. They take bingo very, very seriously.
The biggest rumor I've had before I stepped in there was that they went to corporate and they said they stopped playing bingo, so we want it back. So I was like, oh, dang, it's that serious? I was like, okay.
Formal complaint.
It wasn't just one person. No, it wasn't just one person. It was a group of señoras and señores that went
that's part of the organizing.
Yeah.
Advocating for yourself. They put it into play.
Yeah. So they're like, we come here to talk to somebody because they took bingo away. I was like, all right. Interesting. And no, that's what they want to play. That's what they were going to play. And, right now they play, I think, what is it, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What was, if I can go back a little bit, what was the biggest transition that you saw in estar en el centro comunitario where there is so much need, right? And they see that center like the hubs for so many services that our surrounding communities need. Many of them don't have transportation to go and look for resources many times outside of that, pero tienes a un ecosystem there as well, right?
Yeah.
The after-school programs for the youth, a safe place for them to, in the summer, right, to stay out of the heat, sports and so forth. And then las señoras que vienen y te ayudan de ser voluntarias, and then going into this space with our grandparents and making sure that they're active, they understand, and they get the bingo, right, as scheduled.
Yeah.
How was that transition?
It was a tough transition because the transition happened during the COVID pandemic. So the midst of it. So November of 2020. So I didn't understand how we were going to be able to support all these older adults. So we just ended up going door to door at Casa Primavera and providing meals for them. And if we knew that they were sick, we left meals on the door and knocked on them. But the transition was that, COVID was happening. We had to provide them meals, something to eat, because none of them would go out to go to the grocery store. None of them would go out to pharmacies. So we would support that way. We would go out and get their prescriptions picked up. We would go out and provide meals for them. we started partnering with our local food bank and bringing in, some type of veggies and stuff for them at the center. But to be honest, the transition was not that difficult because all the stuff that I started doing with the older adults, I was already doing with at the community center. We had a hub where we provided laptops for our kids while school was out because the teachers weren't going in, and so we provided laptops for them so they continue their schooling. We provided meals. We provided food boxes for the families to take home. So the transition wasn't that difficult. It was just learning the aspect of the older adults because the meals are a little different. They have to be nutritionist has to sign off on the meals, make sure that they're right, low sodium, and stuff like that. So it's just that was the only transition I think I had difficulty with, was making sure that the meals were adequate to the nutritionist standards.
Yeah.
And the state standards. Yeah.
What's been?
Oh no, go ahead.
Guess we're just each other's like, what's been like your favorite part working at Casa Primavera, especially being around so many wise people?
Ooh, just sucking all the knowledge up from like when they were younger, what not to do, not to, what was it? One of the señoras told me, she's like, hey, mijo, cuando tengas novia, dale un dulce. Si te toma el dulce es para ti. Si no te toma el dulce, no es para ti la señora.
Ah.
Porque nomás tienes que decirle, es lo único que te pude comprar. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to try that one. I'm going to have to try that one. Because, siempre llego con mi ramo de flores y todo.
Tienes que darle poquito para saber.
Empezar poquito. And so I was like, oh, okay. She's like, did you take the dulce? She's like, yes. And we were married 52 years. Well, I mean, what can you say to that?
Yes,
I'm like, I'm going to have to try it. Yeah.
So it's a lot of work, right? Yeah. Being in the social services, essential worker for sure since 2020 officially, being able to understand that staff and people out in the community were there to help. It's a lot of work that goes behind not only in operations, but also self-care and so many other things, right? And the time, right? It's a 24/7 sometimes operation. But then on top of that, you go and make other impacts in other lives. Tell us about what sports means to you and where you are with that journey.
Sports means to me freedom. It means that I'm able to do anything. It doesn't stop me. It empowers me. Me empodera. Getting hurt at a young age, didn't think I was going to be able to play sports ever again. Especially sitting in a chair. I thought my life was done. And then, Google's a good research bar,
Yeah.
I said sports for wheelchair people, and I found the Wheelchair Sons, and that was like in 2007.
Oh.
And I went and I just went to look because I was like, what are guys in wheelchairs going to be playing basketball? Do they lower the hoop? Do they not bounce the ball? Like, how do they play?
Yeah.
And then I showed up and I just see these guys just zooming back and down, up and down the court. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is awesome. And then I just started talking to them and they're like, yeah, come on now, man. Like, and then they became like my second family. They showed me how to get in and out of my chair, how to change the tires on my chair. And that's when just my journey started. I was just like, I love this. And so I played for a few years for the Wheelchair Sons. And then ASU started a team. So I played for ASU. So I had the opportunity to go and travel to University of Illinois, Whitewater, Wisconsin, Alabama, and play against universities. And the level of playing is so much difficult.
Really?
And so aggressive. I don't know if you guys seen wheelchair basketball.
I have seen it. It scares me.
And so I don't know if you guys heard how cars crash when metal on metal happens.
Oh my.
So yeah, it's intense. But that's just the aggressiveness of how we play. And that's what me atrayó. Me atrayó eso, la agresión, una manera de sacar todo lo que tengo adentro, pero en el juego, ayudando a mi equipo a anotar cualquier punto que podamos. Pero la agresión, el movimiento de la silla, we can't move laterally, but if you stand in front of me, I promise you, I will guard you. I will guard you, and I will shoot over you. Yeah. And so I'm an aggressive player. I don't just play basketball. I play wheelchair softball. I play wheelchair football. That's another aggressive sport, which I completely love. But we're very protected. We wear helmets, pads, and everything.
You play golf?
Oh, yes. I play golf. I don't think there's a sport that I haven't done. I think the hardest one of all has been rock climbing.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm strong, pero también estoy gordito. I can't get up on that wall, I'm a little 200 plus, but subiéndome en esa pared, I think that was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
But there's some guys that are out there and se suben como si nada. And I think that was the challenges, the most hard sports that I've had to try. But, I love this sport because of the challenges it has brought me and I overcome. And now I'm able to step into the children's hospital and, support those, sadly, the young kids that have been hurt and are paralyzed either from the waist down, chest down, or the neck down. Mm-hmm. And so me stepping in there and being able to be a support system for them has been like the top tier of my life.
Yeah.
Because I wish I had that. I didn't have that. They put me in St. Joseph's Hospital with I was 14 and I was just with all these adults. There was no other kids around me. There was nobody to really talk to. But now I'm just like, I'm a phone call away and I will drop everything to go and help these kids.
That's amazing. How often do you go there?
I try not to, and I hope that, I've been going at least twice a month. And then outside of that, we, with the families I have already met, we meet either at my house so they could come see my house because it's fully modified to me, the entrance and everything. So I want them to understand, like, there's going to be changes. You need to change the house. You need to change the way things are set up for him or her. And so they come in, they come see my house, how it's a ramp, the dishes, there's a little thing that drops down and then brings it back up for them, closes it, it's the drawers, the restroom. I think that's the biggest challenge for a lot of our kids is the restroom. And then just self-care, just with paraplegia, there's a lot of self-care of like, transferring, making sure you don't fall and hurt yourself because te pueden sacar llagas, and that's the hard part. And when you have one of those, it could get very, very bad.
And so you coach them too?
Yes.
Basketball, I bet.
Mm-hmm. I coach them in basketball and football.
Too.
Yeah, and softball.
Awesome.
So we just had a small clinic, and we work at I don't know if you guys know Miracle League. It's up in Scottsdale. We coach them out of there. That's for softball. For football, we do it at Ability 360.
Yeah.
Amazing place. If you ever guys go.
So beautiful.
You walk in, there's a big picture of me.
I haven't been then since. We had a couple of events there.
Yeah.
At Ability 360. That's right. Oh yeah, I think the last one I think I saw you there.
There's a few pictures of me up there. So
You're famous. I'm
a pretty good athlete. That's all I'll say.
And talking about being a good athlete, right now you were mentioning a little bit before this that you're going to go to Guadalajara to try out for the 2028.
That's the goal, right? The goal is to represent your country. For me, it's Mexico. Quiero ir a representar a México a las Olimpiadas en 2028. En Los Ángeles. Quiero ver si hago el equipo. I have to try out first, see what happens. But for the past 6 months, it's just been working out, eating healthy, shooting the ball. So we'll see what happens when I go to Guadalajara.
Oh, we can go as cheerleaders in the back. I mean, for a second interview, a follow-up.
Yeah.
I think we should.
That would be, hey.
On location.
¿Cómo dicen los que vienen con ellos? The paparazzi. No, not paparazzi.
The
entourage. You guys could be my entourage. You know, los vamos ahí. Hey, déjalas que las pasen.
You got your people.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're right now prepping you for all the media interviews for
That's
when you get the gold. And
yes,
everything. You're
of
like,
course.
this is easy. If I survived Empodérate, I could survive this.
Exactamente.
Especially when you're sick.
Oh, I
Thank
know.
you for coming. I know.
Se querían de la cama.
La voz de Luis is especially deep today.
Un poquito.
Tenía poquita gripa, pero siempre vino. What's one thing that other people would be surprised that you know or that you do?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think anybody's surprised because people that know me know that I do everything. ¿Cómo se dice? No me rajo. Así dijo. No me.
Los calicienses.
Jalisco
no se raja.
Jalisco nunca se raja. I look at challenges as I'll take you on. I'm not worried about it. I'll figure it out. Just like cuando fui a Guadalajara nomás, they didn't have accessible thing to take me up on the plane, so I just crawled up the stairs, you know? We figure it out. No me voy a dejar de cualquier cosa. Siempre va a haber una manera. A lo mejor no es la manera perfecta, pero es una manera que se va a hacer para mí. Para bajarme, gracias a Dios, estaban unos fuertudos ahí, me bajaron. Y I was like, be careful with the hands, guys. So,
Exactly. And you also have a daughter, ¿verdad?
Oh, it's the love of my life, a little girl. Yeah,
How old is she?
She'll be 18 in April.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah, she'll be 18 in April. She's grown up so fast.
Oh my goodness.
Grown up so fast. Yeah, no, she's getting ready. She just told me, my boyfriend better take me to prom. I was like, oh, God.
You used the bad B word.
Yeah, I was like, prom? She's like, okay. So it's her first year, going to go to prom. So
how exciting.
She's excited about that. We're teaching her how to drive. So that's exciting. That's scary at the same time.
Yes.
And then she'll be graduating this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for what's to come, you know. She doesn't know yet where she wants to go to school yet, but I'm pushing ASU so she can stay close home.
Right.
I'm just skip away and just, she's like, nah, Dad, I want to go with my cousin in New York. I'm like,
oh, no.
Nah, that's not going to happen.
As far as possible.
She loves to draw. She's very good at drawing. Her and her cousin, they do these anime drawings. I'm just like, oh, okay, no, está bien. No les entiendo, pero perfecto. Ellos tienen sus teorías y lo que sea, pero no, the drawings are nice. And I'm like, dang, you have talent. She's like, that's why I want to go to New York. Nah. You're still, now maybe when you're 21.
And then when she's 21, when you're like 25.
Yeah. She's like, well, my niece, she's already out there. She's already starting her schooling out there too.
Yeah,
so she's like, I could just stay with her. I'm just like, all right. Yeah, no. We'll be going to Disneyland this weekend.
Oh,
so
exciting.
I'm excited to take her with me.
Just the two of you?
No, it's gonna be
like
a little family thing where all my nieces and their kids, and I mean my cousins, because they don't like being called nieces, you know, because they're all like 2-3 years away. So nos vamos a ir todos el domingo y el lunes allá vamos a pasar todo el día en Disneylandia. So
how exciting!
That's exciting. I love Disneyland.
Yeah, it's always chaotic and fun.
They're like, the only reason they're like, Luis, the only reason we're taking you is because we get fast pass with you. I was like, wow, views. Can I report them, por favor? Report them. I was like, wow. Not even because I'm good company or anything. No.
Or good looking, you said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, what if Minnie Mouse comes around and she wants a picture? You know? Yeah, so I guess everybody got their perks. You know?
What's one piece of advice that you will give to your 14-year-old self?
Listen to your parents. Porque lo que me pasó a mí no hubiera pasado si no le hubiera hecho caso a mis papás. You know that saying, no vas a saber nada hasta que ya no estemos aquí. That's when I remember, like, my dad telling me. Mi papá decía, no vayas, quédate en la casa. Ya es noche. And I snuck out. You know, went to the park with my friends, left the park. Don't remember anything after that.
Wow.
But that one thing is listen to your parents, because their parents know what's good for you. You know, and especially at that age, 14, no me pasa nada. Estoy con las camaradas. No, los camaradas stop being camaradas after what happened to you. But that's one lesson I would say is just listen to your parents. Háganle caso a sus papás. Ellos saben. Ellos han vivido la vida y ahora le están, instilling that into you. And that's one thing I press on my daughter all the time. I know life. Like, I've lived it. So, yeah, you're going to be 18. You want to have fun? Cool. Call an Uber. Call a friend. Call me. But, yeah, that's one thing. Just listen to your parents.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you like to do for fun other than playing basketball and football and getting all aggressive?
Oh, man.
Besides getting aggressive.
Yeah.
What do I
In
look
sports,
to do for
what do you
fun?
Like meditating.
The other side of Luis.
Exactly.
Honestly, everybody, I like playing video games. I think that's what, like, dislocates me from the world. I just like playing video games, and then I have friends like in Mexico or in Japan, and we just hop on and we'll just play video games together, and that's our little group thing. And we do that like every Sunday. Like, we try to do it like around 1 o'clock because Japan's like different hours and all that. Mexico, that's my favorite thing to do. Is just to play video games, and then my daughter hops on and she kicks my ass. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to sleep already.
It's like, move over, Dad.
Yeah. So, no, I think that's my zen. It's like dislocate myself from the world, throw my headphones on, and friends that I've been friends with me since I got injured, mentors, they hop on and just like we talk. While we're playing, we're like talking about life, how things change. Hey, how do I fix this on my chair? Or, hey, like, my hand controls on how to drive my car, like, they're acting up. Like, do you guys know how to fix that? And we're like, oh, yeah. We just give each other, like, these advice on how to continue our lives. I have a friend that he's been in a chair since he was 9, and he's 71 years old now. And so his brain is, like, what I, like, take in a lot, like, because he has so much knowledge of, like, life and being in a wheelchair. And he just gives me that knowledge.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, next time you have a tournament, make sure you let us know. We'll come protected.
We'll see you away too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Para que no, I mean, pues no vaya a aventar una silla por acá o a Luis cuando está en su zone o una ¿cómo se llama? Una llanta.
yeah, no. Come on down el 7 de febrero y el 8 de febrero at Billy 360.
Awesome.
So we'll be there. We'll have a tournament. We just had one this past weekend. So that's why I'm a little sore too. I think that's why I got sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Okay.
I think there's a few people. So we had like about 10 teams from all over the country. We had New York. We had Florida. We had all these teams come down. Unfortunately, we went 1-3, so we only won one game. But this is Division 1. So there's so many divisions in wheelchair basketball. But we're Division 2 team. Division 1 is like Paralympians, best of the best basketball players. I should be up there soon.
Oh, of course you will. 2028.
But yes, definitely. And that's my goal is 2028 is to level myself up and level my team up too. So if you guys want to come out and support, we would love that. February 7th and 8th, Billy 360.
Awesome. That's next weekend, right?
Yeah,
Well,
2 weeks. Yeah.
From the time that we are recording.
Yeah.
Luis, I can thank you enough. I know it was really extra hard today because we can obviously hear how deep of a voice you have today.
I thought that was natural.
He's like, you're giving my cover away.
The tournament, being candid in sharing in your journey from car hating, GED, and everything else in between, and being able to provide the services that our abuelitos need. Thank you so much, and being such an inspiration to the 2028 Olympians.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you. We'll see you guys once again very, very soon.